gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
All right, guys, we are live. This is episode 200. We finally made it, Joe. Finally made it.
I didn't think we were gonna make it.
This is the Third Hour Truth Them podcast, episode 200, guys. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am James Gill, the host. Joe Hill, the co-host.
Yeah, I'm still here.
With his wine, he's ready to roll. All right, guys, we got, man, I'm excited about this, Joe. We're talking about this the whole time, and we want to thank Donna K for bringing these nice homemade cupcakes. We wanted to stencils on them. So
You're welcome.
once again, taking all the spotlight.
Well, I'm the one that thought of it because that was kind of cool. I mean, yeah, 200 and the show underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good call, Joe.
I know. At least something.
Jeez,
At
I'm
least
done.
something. At least something on the
I
show.
am done with you. Okay, we're done. We turn this thing off. It's no more episodes.
No, but I want to do something for the show and for you, and this is my idea. So, and I'm glad we all.
Once again, this is
I'm glad we know. I'm
my
glad.
idea.
No, I'm glad it's that I get to do this for the show.
Contribute.
Yeah,
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
you're welcome.
It's a long journey, but we got here. We were talking about this for what, the 100th episode.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think we were gonna make it.
You wanted to do it at 150. I said no.
I
Let's
know, yeah.
celebrate at 200.
Yeah.
Even bought, and Scott, thank you for the journey too, brother. You've helped us out so much, man. It's been an honor and pleasure to have you aboard, brother. All right, never mind. Giving Scott praises, he says nothing.
No.
Oh, sorry, I'm switching cameras.
Oh.
And I was thinking,
Okay.
Let's get to our guest.
All right, guys. We have a special guest on today.
200 show too.
Yeah, you want to do the honors?
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe.
I never do it.
I know you get to do this
sorry.
time.
Not,
You can do
no,
this time.
Not gonna do the 200.
I think Joe does.
Nope, not on the 200. It's
Yeah.
all your baby.
I did the 100.
I don't care.
Do
It's your
200.
baby.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Matt Moresch.
Nope.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you for
meet
the show. I appreciate you joining us. How's it going today? I don't understand why, Joe. Why can't you do it?
I'm not used to that part.
Oh, you
So,
do his name.
all right,
Say his name.
All right.
Nice to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So actually, I am kind of honored to have you on the show for our 200 show, just because of the two of the wineries in the area. There are
Combined.
but they also have a lot of history behind them.
Mhm.
From everything that I know about that, I'm hopefully still think I knew what it was. We'll get into that part, but I like to get to know more about you, who you are, and what your background and everything that you came from. Did you grow up in this town?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of background outside of what I do. Almost, it's become my life. So,
Yeah.
no, I grew up at Round Barn itself. Was going to Berrien Springs Elementary School on tuition. My parents both taught in Berrien Springs. Teachers growing up, and my dad ventured out later on in his career. About 8 years into teaching, he always says the kids drove him to drink, so he started looking for other career paths, but not really. He ended up working at Tabor Hill because one of his students, his parents owned it at the time, and they were customers and enjoyed the products and the events that they would do out there, and got to talking to one of the boys, and they were just looking for a little help. And my dad's background was a dairyman, with my grandfather making ice cream when he was younger, so he had the sanitation practices and kind of knew what was going on, and helped them develop some different skill sets that are pretty important in the making of it. So they eventually offered him a position, which he accepted, and quit teaching, and left Berrien Springs to start his wine career at Tabor Hill, and worked his way up to become the winemaker general manager, and then eventually approached the Upton family at the time who owned it and asked about starting his own label. And they were like, that'll never work. It'll never work. And so he's like, well, guess what? I'm doing it. And so he left and had the courage to go out on his own. And my mom supported him and started Heart of the Vineyard back in 1992. So we had the grapes in the ground and started making our own wines and grew over time and added, beer and spirits. And once we went down that direction, weddings, of course, occurred. But really, the wedding started, and then the beer and spirits came, because in Michigan, to be serving other people's products is pretty much impossible. You have to serve what you make, and so that forced us into all 3 licenses. And one of the first in the country to do that at the time. This is back in early 2000s. With that, we wanted to make more spirits and get a little more serious about it, because the liquor control reduced the dollar figure on how much it was to have a distillery permit. It went from $10,000 a year to $100. And so we were like, okay, how do we add value to all the fruits and things that are going in the area? So we wanted to start distilling and kind of further separate ourselves from options and opportunities. So we bought a still and wanted to have a unique building to have these products produced in. And so after several bottles of wine, they decided a round building obviously made the most sense, because there's no corners for the bad spirits to hide in. And so we'd only make the best spirits we could. And so that led to, okay, how do we do that? How do we build a round barn? And so they met with architects, and just, they're all, oh, you can't do this. How are you going to do this? You can't do this. And he's like, well, I've seen them on 31 going to Indianapolis. They exist. How do we do that? So they went down there and looked at them, and they're like, oh, I don't know. And so my dad, on the way out of this round barn museum down in Rochester, Indiana, was like, hey, jokingly, are there any of these for sale? And the woman's like, yes, there's a young family around the corner here that bought this farm, has a round barn on it, and is looking to demo it because the roof's failing. They don't have the money to fix it. It's about to go to waste. So my dad went and met with the people, talked to them, and was like, signed the deal, and hired an Amish crew. I don't know how he found them, but we got some Amish people to help move the barn up to Baroda. And that was my high school co-op job, was reassembling that, and insulation and tar paper and drywall and everything you can imagine over 7 years. It took us to basically refinish it. And one of the first parties we had in there was one of my high school graduation party. So that was pretty epic too.
What year did you graduate?
1998.
Oh, you're the same age as me.
Yeah, well, too.
So I don't feel old. I don't feel old though, but thanks.
Yeah.
You sure about that? That rib has been bothering you.
Yeah, since my accident, yes, my rib does hurt. It doesn't heal, but my leg heals quicker than my rib cage.
Oh, you had help with that one, brother.
I did. So actually, that is kind of I didn't know that was your grandfather that was the winemaker.
No, he was a dairyman. So my father's the one that really got us into wine.
Was it?
Yeah.
So he's the one that was a winemaker and decided to leave and buy the farm, buy the land that's still connected to Tabor Hill.
Exactly.
So that was your dad.
Yeah. So we were growing grapes and selling them to Tabor Hill as he was the winemaker. Yeah. And then he's like, I'm just going to do it myself if they didn't want to support it. So yeah, he took the opportunity to branch out. And back then, I mean, I think there was only 4 wineries around here. So it was very, the forefront. And Tabor Hill is the first in Michigan to have planted vinifera, which is like a name brand, if you will. Like Riesling was our first cultivar out there, and that was in 1967. So, up until then, they were growing, just the native grapes and Concord, Niagara, et cetera. And that's when the first kind of European vinifera came in.
With your dad doing that, was he kind of nervous to leave and branch out on his own, or did he already have that mindset of, I'm going to do it?
He's an entrepreneur, 100%. And I follow that path too. And, he was very nervous, and there was a lot of, I'm sure sleepless nights as they both, would rock, paper, scissors, who has to go help the guests today and whatnot out of the, the house there. And, it was just it's a passion project. I mean, he loved growing things, and as I do, and watching somebody that you've worked so hard to enjoy something that you've made it doesn't get hardly any better. The restaurant is probably the only place you can kind of also see that at a much more rapid pace, or brewery, but making wine, you get one chance a season. If you screw that up, you're waiting until next year again. Yeah. Where beer, throw it out, make another batch. Food, throw it away, make another plate.
Right.
You gotta drink your mistakes, boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With your background, did you go to college to be running and being the CEO of what you do now?
I did not specifically go to like viticulture analogy school. I did a lot of chemistry background, business classes, knowing that I wanted to eventually work in our industry. So my weakness is where I kind of tried to study more. So I have like an international business degree, so Spanish and business and a heavy science background too. But then, a lot of it's just really on the job as a apprentice almost to my dad. And then just reading, traveling, asking questions. It's just you become, I hate to say artist, but it's your style of making wine that you follow. And then there's, of course, trials and tribulations on that, on what worked and didn't, that, over time we've developed and continue to develop new process procedures and styles as people's palates evolve or techniques change or technology changes.
Do you have a background in business or anything?
Yeah. So international business
International
degree,
business.
but a lot of it's, again, I started as the winemaker, and then as the teacher appears, then you learn more, so to speak. So as I grew in my career, then distilling, those were the things I was passionate about. I was like more behind the scenes because I don't know, dealing with customers wasn't always my favorite part of it. I like getting my hands dirty and driving tractors. Even I started driving tractors at 6 years old. I
Yeah.
was like just enthralled with them and still almost prefer that, to be honest. But you can't lead a company from a tractor, so to speak. So as I evolved, it was more into the business end and working with MEDC and getting educated by them on programs and things to look for. And then my dad has a business degree, and he actually has his MBA from Andrews University there in Berrien Springs.
Wow.
So he finished his master's there, and then yeah, just learning from him. And our CFO is extremely bright, and just surrounding myself with smarter people is the goal at this point.
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
So you almost have school of hard knocks in
Yes.
you, pretty
Mhm.
much.
100%.
Oh, yeah. And especially since everybody that was part of your family grew up kind of farm and wine. And
Mhm.
what is the hardest thing to learn? Is it more the spirits or still wine making?
It's just different. The spirits, there's just not a lot of information out there, so it's more secrecy, I guess I would say. So for us, it's the newest part of our evolution at Moresch, but it's probably the part I enjoy the most, to be honest. It's taking and making wine or making a great beer and elevating it. So you're taking that base product, and you have to be a very good winemaker, a very good brewer to make really good bourbon or spirits or brandies, cognacs, etc. So
Oh, yeah.
it's nice to take that to that next level. Also, just the amount of products you can make with that thing is just mind blowing. I mean, we make 70, 80 products already, and it could be 200, and so easily just by soaking fruits in this or concoction of that or aging it in this. I mean, it's endless right now, and everyone is doing it, including us. It's just we're trying to be a little more methodical than just throwing everything against the wall constantly, because it's kind of stuff we did earlier in our lives. And as I get older, I'm looking to even streamline more, just because of the state of our industry. And also it's expensive to make all these 100 different products and hold inventory and et cetera, et cetera.
What are some of the key things that you learned from your dad on the business side of things that you apply to what you're doing now?
I would say if you think your forecast is correct, it's wrong. So always really be more cautious. You think you're going to do a 10% growth program, it's probably going to be 1%, or plan for that. So being occasionally a pessimist, I hate to say, and always trying to, really look into those details before you're making a leap of faith. But also as an entrepreneur, business owner, you're doing that daily anyway, almost. So it's trying to mitigate those losses or chances of loss that I think he was great at, and making sure to question those things constantly. And, yeah, it's it's interesting. Every day that you're there, there's a new challenge, I feel like. And so you're constantly looking to either smarter people or educating yourself further, which is what I love about it. So it's like, what's the new problem today? And it also gets exhausting at the same time.
Can imagine.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, when COVID did hit, did it hurt the business extremely? Or since you guys do sell your stuff in stores, the production still went out there, but can't come out to the wineries if they're not open.
Right. And we were one of the few that actually really followed the rules of law, because the threat of losing our license was a real threat, and that's our livelihood. So I took it very serious. In hindsight, I don't like, we talked a little earlier, I don't love political statements, but it's at the time, I was labeled a certain direction as a business owner. I try to be very independent, because I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican, just drink our products and support us, please. But no, it definitely did not help us. I think what it's done year over year, and part of the industry right now, I mentioned to you earlier, is not thriving. It was a nice uptick for a minute there, because we had nothing else to do but drink and spend our little government paychecks on anything we felt like. And then you come out of COVID, it's almost like we forgot how to have fun. It's so weird. Like people I think are still anxious about being around groups. I think I am honestly still. And as I get a little, could just be anxiety. Who knows? But I'm hoping that some of the things that we are trying to establish and precedent at our locations of kind of that breaking bread again, and getting back to being social and creating events where people want to be at these is fulfilling. So we're reinventing ourselves almost every year. I feel like over the last 5-6 years since COVID, one was, coming out of it, how do we recover? What's it going to look like now? Okay, it was doing okay for about 18 months, 2 years. And then we've seen a heavy decline in alcohol consumption since then. Right. So it's almost like everybody dried out or is on a GLP-1 or whatever it is right now. It's pivoting, but it's really starting to flatline to potentially increase if you're making the right moves. And so that's why I'm being kind of aggressive on hitting our distilled spirits harder. It's an area of a lot of interest still, hitting this unique dinner menus and one-off events. I mean, you're seeing every winery is doing every bell and whistle at the moment, because we're all in the same boat. And we've always been out there being more the entertainment venues, and we're going to lean into that and make these even better as the people around us are trying to copy. So,
do you think people copy more your kind of style now than it was before?
Yeah, and I don't know that we're necessarily inventing the wheel, but we've been trendsetters, and especially regionally. I would say everyone, now has music and slushies or whatever it is definitely, they don't have a choice. They went to Round Barn and had it. Now they're asking for it, so it's almost to the point where they need to also offer it.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Actually, I like how you guys do reinvent yourself there. You now are getting back to how it used to be, where you don't have to have the pre-flight sets anymore.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose what you really want to taste, or everything like that atmosphere again, like how it used to be.
Yeah.
I miss those days. There's only one other winery that still does the pre-made selections, and I keep telling them to, every time I go there, knock it off pretty much, because I don't like presetting what I can and cannot drink. I like to pick and choose, because if my taste buds are already shot and you're like the third one I go to for a winery, I don't want another sweet one. I want to dry my palate out a little bit just so I can taste the wine.
Yeah.
And a lot of places, no. Actually, 2 places, no, we still do this. I said, all right, just give me a bottle of this.
Yeah. And I don't want to be so rigid anymore. Yeah. And a lot of it's wild what one visit is gospel for the rest of that business's career. It's amazing. Like, we still did this. Yeah, that was like 10 years ago. You've not been back, obviously. People liking where they're going for a grade occasionally, but
that's true.
The idea of giving them what they want. I mean, it's the purest form of capitalism. You taste it, you like it, you buy it, and that's our goal. So we were at our height in probably 2019 was our volume busiest, I would say, of customers, and since then it's been on a slow decline. But the at the times it was hard to get people, so we were forced into pre-selected flights and things like that for being able to handle the crowds and the needs. And as that's slowed down, or guests wants have changed, we constantly adapt to that, because why not? Change is hard, but I'm not afraid of it. I don't care. And that's what owning a business is you're making your own future.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know Joe is a big wine connoisseur, and he's huge on wines. He goes all these wine tastings and things of that nature. How do you get people that are not big wine drinkers to convert over to coming to your establishment and learning how to taste wines?
So that's kind of a bigger push, especially at Tabor Hill, as we're reinventing that brand right now. Again, after 9 years, we're really leaning into that. It's getting rid of that, and it's been my whole career, honestly, of that stuffy factor. Like wine does not have to be stuffy. It's only stuffy if you make it that way. So there's no wrong answer. Like people are always afraid of the wrong wine or the wrong this, and it's like it's okay if you want to drink Pinot Noir with a fish. Great. I am not going to stop you. Do we have suggestions? Yeah, that's fine. I will give you a suggestion should you want it, but I am not going to make fun of you or judge you because you like sweet or dry wines with whatever food. Eat and drink what you like. I will have a suggestion and I will guide you along if you want my advice, but it's just an opinion, everyone, And so that's what we're hoping is like, it's educating about wine, but not making it stuffy, making it approachable. Yeah. It's like breaking bread again. Like, let's just enjoy each other. And the Tabor Hill, especially in Round Barn, those settings, it just doesn't get better. I mean, you have to fly to Napa to experience that same experience at this point. And
it's true.
You don't have to. We're right here.
Yeah, there is 30, I want to say about 34, 35 different wineries, wine tastings rooms in Southwest Michigan area.
Wow, I didn't realize there's that many.
There's about 30. From everything from Lawton going this way. Mm-hmm. Actually, I would say is Pawpaw or Lawton farther?
Lawton.
Yeah.
They're the farthest.
Okay. Lawton, shore, I think. Lawton going towards the shore. Mm-hmm. And then going north, Finnville. I can go any farther, but I'll just stop at Finnville. Then south, pretty much on the border of New Buffalo area. I mean, it's amazing how it's a big gap, big area, but 30 different wineries, actually 34, I believe. And they're just popping up. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them, like we were talking earlier, a lot of them don't have a winery in the area. They're just a tasting room. Or like he was saying, a lot of them don't have tasting rooms, but they're a winery.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, like when we had Knit's Wine, they can still get their wine out of Chill Hill, but they don't have their own tasting room yet. So
and that probably hurts them a lot, right? As far as not having their own tasting room, or
100%.
Yeah, I think it does too.
It's not helpful. I wouldn't think, but it's an overhead, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get someone like the what's that one place near Sawyer area,
Local Pour.
Yeah, Local Pour, where they do have samples of everybody's wine that they can want to get in there that they can taste. I mean, that's kind of cool that there's people out there that will be willing to do that, but a lot of places would look at you and say, "Hey, can I have my wine in here?" And I mean, I only have like maybe 4 types of wines, but here, can I have this? But no.
Well, a lot of restaurants locally, can be frustrating as a local maker that, we're local except for our alcohol list. It's like, okay, show me. Oh, you have 1 wine from Michigan. You have 1 beer. Oh, Oberon, good job.
I know.
Like, come on.
I'm glad you got my bells over there. Yeah.
But not that there's anything wrong with that. And there is some support, but it needs to lean into that more. I mean, come on, guys. We're making some really seriously kick-ass products. People are coming in to experience what's local, and it needs to be more thought out. We can be a little bit more expensive, but so what? So is local, better quality ingredients.
Right.
I have an answer to that. So I asked a couple of restaurant owners, and I asked them, I think, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Robert over at 221. I think he said one time to me, because I asked, why don't you have more local wines at this place? And he said, well, a lot of people, when they go out wine tasting, they don't want to keep on drinking that wine that they had at another place. They want to keep on trying different new experiences. So we have different places from the countries here than there. They have been drinking local wines. They want to try something that they already know that they can get at other restaurants. And it's cheaper, they said, and because they don't have to pay more for the glass. My eyes, that's a political answer, but I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, when I go wine tasting and then I go out to dinner, I'm not a big person on keep on drinking the same stuff I just had. I like to keep on trying different stuff, or I just find my local one that I like and drink my Hennessy or my Corona or something like that, just because it's a go-to.
Unless you're comfortable.
Yeah.
But that needs to be local.
I know.
I mean, Come on, there's no reason Kolsch can't be your right.
I do drink my Kolsch.
Whatever it is.
I do drink my Kolsch. I do like
Kolsch. I mean, I work at the sandbar. For some reason, you can't keep Kolsch in stock at all. I don't know what's going on.
I'll get a hold of Jeff Nate right now if we need to.
There you go. There we go. I was just trying to figure out the answer. We have a lot of people that love that beer, and they know we have it. We've had it for a long time. And when they see that we don't, they get so upset about it.
Good. Well,
there's
good 85 tap handles in this county of Kolsch, at least. It's one of the number one beers. So when they, and it's not like it just has to be us. I don't mind. Right. It's like at least support local. Like I see what Robert's saying, but I also disagree.
Yeah,
I do too. I
because they're not always going to wine tasting all day. There's locals coming off the beach that want to try something local. There's people coming in off their boat that want to try something local. It's an excuse to get a higher margin. And I can respect that as a business owner, because Robert and I are in the same business and we're trying to make some money, and it's not easy right now. And so if we're all supporting each other, though, I think that it helps everybody and it keeps the dollars here, and and that's what's important to the economy.
Actually, I do have one question that's someone that was actually a lot of people, when I said you're going to be on, want me to ask you this question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why don't you have sangria out in restaurants anymore?
We do.
A lot of local restaurants don't have it anymore. Then is that their choice, or
it's
is
their
that something?
choice? And it's also the fight of tap handles is real. So if you have a tap handle and it's not poured by that wholesaler's company, it's difficult. And so we're with Great Lakes on the wine side.
Okay.
And so guess what? They don't have hardly any say on draft, because they don't really have any other draft. And so we get kicked off. And so hopefully they're buying the cans at least or whatnot, but there's no excuse why they should not have it anymore. Yeah. It's available. It's the same price for the last 15 years or cheaper than it used to be even. So there's no reason. It's just the fact that they're probably feeling the pressure from whatever beer house that's holding those taps, or,
I can't remember.
There's really no excuse, honestly.
I can't really remember what place I was at that.
Well, let's go see them. Let's sell more.
I know. I would love to sell it more.
I know.
I would sell that, because that was
start a commission here on the show right now.
I probably could. Yeah. With because there is one place that doesn't have it anymore that I was shocked about.
Not Silver Beach. They're still crushing it.
Yeah. It wasn't Silver Beach. Shoes?
Maybe.
I know a lot of people want sangria.
Yeah.
I'll sell it all day.
Yeah. I mean,
and the cans are a little more expensive. That's why I like to keep it on the draft, because the business and everyone makes more money because you don't have as much waste.
And I wish we carried sangria, because we get a lot of people just coming in wanting just that, and we don't have it.
It's a great summer drink.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to ask. They didn't know if you stopped making it.
No.
Because a lot of people around here doesn't have it a lot on tap anymore. So.
This is a question towards you as a consumer of wine.
Yeah.
And those things. What do you look for when you go to a wine venue? What are the things that you look for?
I like atmosphere. It doesn't matter how good their wine really is to me. I mean, I can always find a semi-sweet, semi-dry type wine that I could drink a glass of. It's more the atmosphere. Like my top 5 places I love going to wineries around here is something a little bit more. Yours is in the top 5, yes, but I'm more of a.
Wait,
I am.
Throw that in.
No, I am. No, because his place, Round Barn.
Yeah.
If I go to Round Barn, I want a little bit more upbeat. I want to be live entertainment. People watch nonstop because it's always busy. There's something always going on at Round Barn. I'm more, if I'm going to drink some wine on a Sunday where I'm just want to relax and calm down and just listen to one-man band play, I'm going to go to a Gravity where I can just look over the man-made type of pond and sit there. I mean, when you guys owned Free Run, I like to go into Free Run just because I could sit there relax in the sun or relax in the shade at that pond there, and in their anerotic chairs
Mhm.
with a bottle right here, and just almost zen.
Oh, it's one of my favorite settings
Yeah,
still.
I know that's still in my top
Yeah,
5.
I would
I'm-
agree with setting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a setting person. If
Mhm.
I want to party, yeah, I'm gonna go to a bigger place that has a more lively.
Mhm.
But me, when I drink wine, it's more mellow. I like being.
So you like to relax and
Yeah,
be at peace with me, be at one with yourself or
Yeah, I
in
listen-
your own thoughts.
I do. I like going to places that are more calm. I do like. They used to snub me the wrong way until I got to know the owner a little bit more. DeBlanc.
Mhm.
DeBlanc always rubbed me the wrong way because I come in t-shirts, shorts, backwards hat. I don't wear a collared shirt. I don't wear slacks. I don't wear something that I look like I have money. I have money. I just don't show it. So these guys that roll up in their cars, I'm walking up looking like this.
Right.
And they're going to wait on the person that has a slack more when I first started going in there and wearing the college shirts. And they look at me, what would you like? I said, I was going to ask for about 3 bottles, but now since you just rubbed me the wrong way, I just like a glass so I can go outside and then go home or go to the next place.
Are you really that forward when you
Because I was
pissed off?
pissed. I was pissed.
it's only
I said that to the owner one day
Yeah.
when I talked to him from Chicago. He came in and he was just behind there. I said, "You're new. Who are you?" Because I go there still. And he says, "Well," he told me, and I looked at him. I said, "Well," he said, "How do you like your experience?" I said, "Dude, I love it now, but when I first started off, I didn't." He said, "Because you never know." I said, "No offense, I'm going to use this name. I might not be Zuckerberg or
he wears shorts
or
and
Adam Sandler, where
shirts.
I'm not Adam Sandler, where yes,
well, you know they're rich.
yeah, they know how they dress. They dress like that all the time.
Yeah.
But they're comfortable. And I told him what
It's
happened.
funny you say that
It's
because
weird.
I never judge that because the people that dress like what you're talking about always buy the most wine.
Yeah.
So the people that don't are like, you know, I'll get my Bordeaux later or whatever.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. How do you how hard is it to stay ahead of the curve? How can I put that question? Keep your business ahead of the curve when you with creativity, as far as creativity goes.
I mean, that's the everyday
Yeah.
challenge every season.
Yeah.
It's how do we not reinvent ourselves, but continue to push and do that. And most recently, it's been the biggest push of my life right now. I hired a COO in middle of May, and we're really revamping things right now as he comes in.
Oh, actually, I can answer a little bit of his question to him because he was the first person that did the igloo outside in the winter, where you can still go to his place and he was the first person that had those kind of igloo type style where it's middle winter, you're in an igloo with a heater and drinking your wine while it's still snowing.
I've seen that before.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great idea. I mean, yeah, he's always you're not, like you said, you're not reinventing the wheel. That was a good answer. You're modifying the wheel and adding more stuff to it so it can still go around.
Gold spokes to the wheel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, spinners, whatever.
He's bedazzling it.
Yeah. But I mean, that is what we've been doing in this year. I'm pushing kind of my chips in on Tabor, especially with bringing life back into it and trying to make it relevant again after 60 years of, it's been relevant, but it's people starting to forget about it a little bit. So we just hired a new chef about a month ago, 7-time James Beard nominated chef,
Wow.
Justin Carlisle out of Wisconsin.
You hired Justin Carlisle?
Mm-hmm.
I actually know the name.
Yeah.
I watch.
Yeah, Big T. I know you are.
I love food.
What food shows?
Network. Yeah. I love Food Network.
He's a big deal.
Yeah.
He is.
Wow.
And
okay.
well, have you ever heard of Fair and Hall
Yeah.
over in so James Gray is shutting that down and selling it, and I hired him as our ops guy. And so he's come in and we're taking that bar, from right here to through the roof.
Yeah.
Basically. Wow. I mean, we want to be the Midwest or national kind of single thread farms, that higher end, but not stuffy. Back to what we talked about a little earlier.
Yeah.
It's going to be that quality caliber of food of the Houndstooth, Boy, us, Grainer Farms. We're really becoming this kind of culinary destination on top of the wines, beers, spirits, beaches, apple picking, etc. And so for us, it's time for us to join that. And James is helping bring that to us. And our new menu starts this weekend at Tabor Hill with Justin Carlisle.
Wow.
So since you did mention, you guys do own Tabor Hill now.
Mhm.
It's in your collective of, like, I'll call it
Our group.
Yeah, your group. Yeah. I'll just say group. Yeah. I was in a collective of your family.
Mhm.
But how does it feel going full circle again, coming from your family working at it and to leaving it now back to owning it, or now owning it, I should say like
It's
that.
been incredible, honestly. It was 9 years ago already in Memorial Day weekend, and it's just hard to believe that ripped by that fast. 9 years of, well, I mean, COVID definitely threw a wrench in the fire, but it's just really exciting that what I thought of 9 years ago is now I feel like coming to fruition finally. It's been very difficult to attract and find this high level caliber chef in our region. Everyone's hiring the same people constantly back and forth, and trying to bring somebody and attract them has been a challenge, especially because my passion's always been on the production of beverage side. So I've not been that culinary scene as much as these guys have. And I mean, just working with them in 6 weeks to have a whole new menu, direction, look, feel, vibe is incredible.
Do you think that's going to hurt?
They're going to be pushed back always.
Is it going to not hurt? Do you think it's going to burn a little bit because people are used to Tabor Hill food and how they always go in there, that this is what they want? It's like, yeah, you're redoing the whole menu, but are you still going to have some of the classics?
No.
Wow.
Yes.
You physically just said no.
Yes. No, we are not going to have the classics. Nothing's staying the same.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of there's
remember,
one entree that's very well known there, raspberry chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, and won't be on.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
40 years, boys.
I know.
Last time I tried to do it, people cried. I'm not going to lie, in the dining room, but it's just not the direction anymore.
Yeah.
And we're not going to throw the legacy out. We're actually going to move that entree over to Public House because we feel like it's more of a comfort food, local, dish that we don't want to just completely get rid of, but also doesn't match where the direction we're going with Tabor
That's
Hill.
fair. I mean, yeah, the people.
So we want to
still
accommodate
get
the
it.
locals.
Yeah.
And that's who's really going to be the most upset, and some of the customers that have been coming for years at Tabor. But also, if it was going so well, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
So it's time.
That's good.
You gotta remember, people they disagree with change.
Yes.
Especially when they're really used to something being there for so long, and it's all of a sudden gone.
Yep.
It's the second.
It's like walking down a dark alley with no flashlight, not knowing where you're going.
It's the second oldest winery in the state.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why it was stagnant.
Mhm.
It was at a stagnant pace.
Yeah,
right there.
we were just
40 years sitting on
demi-second raspberry chicken for 40 years, and now it's like, all right, we're making some really world-class
something wrong with
wines.
a little change. Maybe definitely for the better.
Yes.
Man, it's the second oldest winery in the. I think it's not the oldest.
No, St. Julian's the oldest.
No, it's St. Julian's is old. Yeah, I knew that.
Them and Warner were the first.
Actually, you beat Warner.
Did we? By what, a year or so?
By a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes
remember.
St. Julian,
Joe
then Warner.
knows it all.
Thank God.
Yeah, because I knew that already. Yeah, it was pretty close neck and neck.
Mhm.
But you guys are more well known in the United States
Mhm.
because you guys did have one of your bottles of wine hit the presidency and have a president drink your guys' wine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you know that? Did you
No,
know
I
that?
didn't know
Yeah, the
that.
demi-sec
Which
was in the
the
White
demi-sec?
House. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
That's definitely a point where you can just hang your hat on.
That's right.
Man, that's cool as hell.
Well, the current president isn't going to drink it. A couple of years to find the time it'll be in the White House.
Why'd you just say haunted?
What?
Come
Say
on,
haunted.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Why'd you say haunted?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I could attest to maybe Round Barn, but Tabor, I've not seen any sort of
Ghoulish figures.
no.
Round Barn, I can believe it a little
I've
bit.
seen some. I've seen
Yeah.
things.
Can I cut it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So apparently at Tabor Hill, there's a woman dressed in white who's reportedly seen walking between the vineyards after dusk.
Look at you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I haven't seen that.
He hasn't seen it. No, but his whole family worked there and lived
You
there.
can use that
almost,
as your new
and he didn't know
campaign.
anything about it.
Well, I mean, there's always
Yeah.
somebody that's seen something.
If you look just, if
Well,
you
that's
overlook the
exciting.
vines, yeah, you can use that as a
Technically-
sales pitch.
Let's
No,
bring
the-
all those people in too.
No, the funny thing is actually now he's connected. You guys did connect
Yeah.
the wineries
Yeah.
with a trail
Mhm.
going from Round Barn to Tabor
Oh,
Hill.
really?
Tabor
Yeah.
Hill to Round Barn. I think what is it? 2 mile?
There's the closest direct trail is 3/4 of a mile.
Okay,
but
mile.
there's 3.5 total
Yeah.
miles of trails that you
Yeah.
can enjoy if you want to have more of a hike than just the direct route.
Well, and a little exercise as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can you?
Well, it's back to that relaxing
Yeah.
nature. I mean, like you can leave the party at Round Barn and kind of chill out at Tabor Hill
Yeah.
or vice
I do like
versa,
Tabor.
or
I
ramp
like-
it up after you have your glass of wine and go, do some dancing.
I do like Tabor Hill area.
We're starting to expand that too. So we're gonna add a small stage there, and then outside, I cleared out 2 rows of grapes like halfway down, like 6 rows off the restaurant,
Okay.
and we're gonna do some long farm table dinners.
Oh,
So
that'd be cool.
bring
That's
in some
yeah.
guest chefs too coming up, some Michelin people, and then also
God, I love Michelin food.
doing rehearsal dinners,
Mhm.
private events, things like that. So we're again back to experiences, these different things that you can come to Tabor Hill for instead of just demi-second raspberry chicken.
Wow.
See, I never went for the raspberry chicken.
That's okay.
I was always
You've
went for
had
the-
it before, haven't you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's good,
Yeah, I've
but
had
it's just not the direction anymore, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, you want to brand your horizon. Yes.
Mhm.
Tabor Hill was a place to go to if your age is 30. No, I'll say 40 and up.
Mhm. And
That was
for
back
food,
for
for
the,
food.
for the 40-year
the-
run, right?
For
Mhm.
food, yeah.
Yeah.
40 and up for food. Yeah, you're getting up more of the times. Like you mentioned, Postboy and Houndstooth and all these ones that are now up there and up and coming and making a name for themselves. Yeah, all those people that are
Well, pretty much
Yeah.
changing the game for fine dining restaurants.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And up in the bar, so to speak.
I mean, I can name a couple places in Chicago.
But we're not even trying to be fine dining, really.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah.
That's funny
again,
that it
back,
is,
not
though.
to stuffy. Like with tourism, it's
Loosen
wild
your collar
because
up.
this guy here next to me could be in a suit and tie, and this guy here is in his jeans, shorts, and t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah, my dad.
Right,
my dad
right.
would be
You
the
know?
type would be in the jeans and a
Yeah,
and a
and
tie
that's
dye
okay.
shirt.
Yeah,
So,
so
but
what?
he's still paying the price for
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you want the
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Now, do I carry the way? No.
No.
Yeah. But you want to.
I mean, I wear hats every day and t-shirts and shorts. So I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
dress the part at Tabor Hill, but also like I'm a casual person. I
Do
mean, some
you-
of the stuff on this menu, even I had to like, what's this, chef? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
So with Round Barn, how
Mm-hmm.
they are, would you change if you could go back? Would you change anything about them?
I mean, that's the easy question. Hindsight's.
That's an easy question for you.
Well, I don't know.
A lot of
There's
people
always
can't
changes
answer.
wish I hadn't done or done in the past. There were some changes on how we during COVID, like
besides
I said.
COVID, yeah, besides COVID, that's guaranteed.
Well, that's hard because after that, there was a lot of the changes from COVID that affected us.
Yeah.
And so I wish I hadn't done some of those things then, or I was trying to divide up, for occupancy and doing all sorts of crazy shit. I should have just probably let it rip outside.
Yeah.
I mean, in
yeah.
hindsight,
you did, yeah. I came up.
it
with
was
that.
so annoying. It was annoying having to do that kind of stuff. Otherwise, not a ton that I would change, I guess. There's certain reasons you do things and you just got to live with them at times, and you never know what'll come out of a change or a direction. But getting rid of growlers probably wasn't the best idea. I think that one I would have left alone, or some of those little tweaks that, like, why are we doing this? And it was just allowing other leaders to lead the direction at times instead of myself. And then, so in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have done that so early. Trying to trust your leadership, but also don't micromanage. Listen to your guests.
I can testify to your ideas and stuff like that because I've been going there since it been open. Honestly, it's weird because you ever been there?
Yeah. Brown Bar?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that first building that's always on top of the hill and we had to go up the steps. I like how it was a beer. Now it's a whiskey. I saw it change. Actually, it was also wine at first.
Well, it was tasting room.
Yeah,
And then
that's what I'm saying.
became
Yep.
the bar.
Yeah.
I
and
saw
then
the
was the
progress.
Vineyard Premier, like,
Yep.
sweet, but that wasn't the best decision either.
It didn't last long. That
Well,
one
it
didn't
was
last
kind of
long.
like nobody's coming, and we have all the space and a nice bar
Yeah.
and indoor, air conditioned
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
So let's fill it back up. And in retrospect, I should have done the bourbon barn much sooner. But I had planned to build something, and I had this idea for a building on a certain part of the property, and it's just the cost to build. And I have this building right here. What am I doing? Just rebrand that. And so we did, and feature stuff that Robbie and I had been working on, and new products that need to be showcased. That we just didn't have that outlet for a long time on our spirits end. People probably still didn't even know that we're making alcohol, and it's been since 2006.
Yeah,
So 20 plus years.
Well, the evolution of that place has definitely shown some great progress over the years, and you guys have done a hell of a job just getting that out to all the people, and people loving your spot and going there on a regular basis. How does that make you feel?
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's exhausting, but it's also just like it's the never-ending passion project. Even like you said, what's next on Round Barn? Even so. After Chef Justin launches this menu this week, his next topic is Public House. So, tightening that menu back up and keeping the quality higher end. We have a lot of bar food restaurants around here, and we want to make sure that it's a little bit more elevated. Same with Round Barn. I bought a large smoke. It's going to be the largest kind of barbecue meats, party outside. And so that's the evolution there is raise the bar on the food, and we're bringing a guest chef in for our first one, Dominique out of Chicago. She's a multi-winner on I forget her last name. I have it on Facebook there, but she won several different events on TV and is nationally known for barbecue, and she's coming in September, and we're releasing our next version of this Lighthouse series too at that event.
That's why we can get to those in the next hour. I have one last question before this top of the hour for the calling out our 200 show. For what you do at Round Barn and what you do with Tabor Hill, how do you have a family at home, and how do you
juggle family life?
How do you do that?
Yeah, I have a wife that's very supportive, but also is very busy. She's finishing her master's as a nurse practitioner right now on top of all this. So we have one son who's an angel. He's very easy and great, and very supportive parents on both sides, and a lot of supportive neighbors that also help. But as he was younger, I probably didn't spend quite as much time the first 18 months, 2 years, because it was coming out of COVID and just crazy times. But also I've been trying to make it more of a point to, all right, slow down a little bit. 6 and 7 days a week is just, it's not attainable forever, and that's wearing me down. And so this year especially, I've been taking even Mondays partially off. And so today, like, I just stayed home half the day with him, or took him to work for a little bit. So he's honestly wanted to go with me already more and more, and bringing him along, and he's trying to be the host at Tabor. I'm like, okay, let's reel it in, buddy. But it's where I was with my dad growing up. So he's by my side and a little partner in crime, and I just am making the effort to 6.
And he's already trying to be the host.
Oh, dude, like he's ready to work. Yeah, he sees it. He's a little entrepreneur, but it's important. I try to make time for them, and also, there's days that I can't be there as present, and that's part of being a business owner, unfortunately. But he gets it and understands, and I try to take a lot of time in the winter with him, where we're slower. That's where we plan everything, but there's no customers. We actually went to Florida for a few weeks, took him out of school, and just try to spend a lot of time with him. So I'm coaching his football team and
there you go.
Whatnot. So
there you go.
I'm really blessed to have these people that I work with. Honestly, the teams that we do have and are constantly evolving are why I'm able to do that. So I'm very thankful to them.
Go ahead, James.
On top of the hour?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can. All right, guys. We're going to do the top of the hour right now. It's the Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast, episode 200, guys. Matt, make sure you get some of those cups out for us. 200 episodes, guys.
Perfectly.
You've been over there unwrapping that. A little cheap champagne for us, but nonetheless, guys, if you're watching on any of our platforms, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, even share the video. And if you want to comment during the podcast, please do so and be kind when you do. All right, a little champagne. Let's get back on it. And a quick toast to the 200th episode. We worked hard at this, man. I'll tell you that much. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to have all the people that follow us along on this journey, because we have put a lot of effort and time in. I want to thank Joe Hill, my co-host and running mate.
How about the 4 founding members?
And the 4 founding members, definitely. Scott, definitely want to throw Scott in. He's been doing an exceptional job. KT as well, my friend. You helped us out along the way. Thank you so much. Cheers to another 200 episodes, guys.
And to Dana and Eric Bradford.
Yes, sir. All right, guys.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, that was horrible.
It wasn't our product.
No, it's not. Not at all.
We got it.
All right. That was horrible.
That was horrible. Thank God we all do it more than once.
No, that wasn't pleasant at all.
No, it wasn't. But all right, back to it.
Back to the show.
Plus, those awesome cupcakes that we can.
Oh yeah, we will definitely.
You're gonna get a cupcake too. Yes, whoever was on the George show, I didn't know who was gonna be here when I made it. I thought of the idea of doing cupcakes. So, yeah.
Yeah, we have a lady who was on our show. 2 weeks ago?
No, she was here Monday.
This Monday that passed?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
God, why do people forget?
She thought that too.
I
Thought that too,
know.
didn't she? Well, she makes these delicious cakes, and she does all kinds of different things. Like she made one for Whirlpool, made it a cake into a blender cake. It looks really cool.
Damn.
Yeah, she's really talented when she does this stuff.
Thank you. She made a coffee pot the other day.
Coffee pot, yeah. She's very talented.
Cool.
Very talented. Thank you, Donna K.
Yep. I feel
for
really,
helping us out with that.
I feel really weird drinking Lemon Creek wine in front of a guy that owns Round Barn and Tabor Hill, though.
At least it's local.
Shame.
I really do.
It's local.
I know. I
at
really
least
There you go.
appreciate that. You know, our friends at Lemon
But I
Creek.
have to say, they're the only ones that serve in that stupid ass gas station on the way here. So
I'll have to talk to somebody.
they do.
Make
That's
some,
all.
make
But
some
they buy
changes.
theirs at a store and they resell it. I hate to say. I'll
I
say it like
don't
that.
know if they're allowed to do that.
Wait, maybe
Well, you just
maybe
did.
it's just food. They do food like that though. They do.
You just told them.
No, they don't do it with beer. No, because they have their own beer produce. Yeah,
You just snitched on them. Good job.
I don't care.
Put them out of
Them, I
business.
really don't care. It's overpriced, anyways.
Jeez, you're an assassin. You're an
I am.
assassin.
God. So now I can talk about Tabor Hill a little bit.
All right.
Besides the food and everything else, I would like to
So we
know.
were talking about Tabor Hill.
I know. I would like to know more about Tabor Hill and how did you? I mean, more. Why did you guys want to buy Tabor Hill?
So, multiple reasons. More vineyard production capacity, equipment,
Yeah.
winemaking, storage space, adjoining properties. There was really nobody in their organization that we saw that was going to be taking it over. And then their wholesale presence was really strong, and ours was kind of weaker. And we felt their retail was a little weaker, and ours was stronger. So for us, it was kind of a way, to bridge the gap and to set us up for the future of growth. And then, obviously it didn't quite pan out that way,
Right,
but it's,
right.
I'm still happy we did it. I'm thrilled that we own it, and I'm excited for this pushing it forward. So what we're looking at here is Chef Justin's menu. So it's again, it's not your traditional
Dessert sound.
I saw that carrot
it's
cake. Mm.
we call them snacks. So
Yeah.
snacks being 1 to 3 bite items that'll be what we change most frequently. So this could be week in and week out changing.
Okay.
It's whatever he picks out from the farmer's market or the local farmer and he wants to mess with. That's his real stretch of whatever he wants to do. And then it goes more into the desserts is just on there. That's a Bo out of Chicago. He's he's helping us out until we have a pastry chef, and he's done an excellent job. We call them the $1 million cookies too, that he's
I
Yeah,
saw
developed
that.
that are
Yeah.
I
just
saw that. That sounded good,
phenomenal.
Oh,
actually.
wait a minute, $1 million cookie.
yeah. This
That
guy's
did
I'm
sound
intrigued.
good.
he came from Mindy's
Oh,
in
yeah.
Chicago. I don't know if you heard of him.
No, I
It's a
haven't.
very famous bakery. And,
Oh, really?
really well known, and he's an excellent pastry chef. Anyway, then the last the entree menu, if you will, is starting like a bread board, things like that we're making again, the breads in house and things like that, and the butters and all of that. Meant to be shared, a lot of shareable items.
That's what I like.
And then let's grab a few things and try them out. It can be intimate, it could be a large gathering. It doesn't really matter. And that's what we want people to start talking to each other again, sharing, enjoying wine. We are Tabor Hill Winery and Restaurant. So we're going to talk a lot about wine when you walk in the door now. From the first moment you come in, have you been here? Let's taste something. Get to the table. Let's taste something.
Yeah.
Let's get back to wine.
See, I like the whole taste idea for
Mhm.
menus. I
Mhm.
like that whole atmosphere.
And that
You don't get so full,
And
that's becoming
I
a
mean,
big thing too
Mhm.
nowadays.
Mhm.
I mean, you see a lot of places that are just doing small plates.
Mhm.
And then they
Yep.
even when we had Taste up from South Haven,
Yep.
when he was on our
The top
show.
is almost
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the new experience. Even in
Mhm.
Chicago, that's where they're doing like the Purple Pig. And
100%.
I love Purple Pig.
They just moved. I saw.
Yeah, they moved out of that room to now they're on more
Some
at the
big
lake.
place.
Yeah, they moved more to the lake. So it was a small place.
Mm.
But just little stuff like that. I mean, that's what's more up and coming
Mhm.
in the era now. So people, you're spending still about $100 on a meal, but you're tasting 4 different things that you can share with
Mhm.
4 people
Right.
or 3 people, harming you're in a group, but it does stand out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Houndstooth does.
Exactly.
And
it's stuff you're
Cheyenne's
not going to
killing
make
it.
at home. Yeah, Cheyenne's amazing.
Yeah, Cheyenne's killing it. And James is doing the same thing.
James, Abra,
Yeah.
Grainer, and so now Justin. So now I'm saying we're gonna have a real culinary destination here in
Yeah.
Southwest Michigan.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna keep coming to. It's shocking how many chefs Justin knows that have homes in this area. They're like, you have the dream job, bro. Like we have to go back to Chicago every week, and you
Yeah.
get to stay here.
One question we had is, do you have sparkling water or grape juice for kids to bring them to the event?
We do have some sparkling juices and whatnot. It's not as big a focus as it used to be. We still do some mocktail things and have some options, but it's not we're not leaning into that anymore because it's expensive, time consuming, and we'll sell 5 a day.
Yeah.
So for us, we're not leaning as hard into that as we had in the past. We're focusing on what we do well, making wine and food.
No, good idea. Yeah.
And it's pared down. And even our tasting menu. So talk about a little bit earlier what you said about the tasting menu. So we're even considering, and we haven't officially done this yet, but to even shrink our tasting menu down and just move it to try to get people like, okay, you're coming here. Guess what? There's no Riesling this month. You know what Riesling tastes like. Get it next time you're here or whatever. We want you to try semi-dry Albarino. It won't be a fixed list to Joe's point, but it's also like, let's start going in a new direction. I know you've had Riesling 1,000 times. It's time for something new.
Right.
Or vice versa. And you haven't had Riesling in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's time for you to try it again.
Okay.
Actually, I'm kind of favoring for what you're doing to Tabor Hill because I always think Tabor Hill is too big for their britches.
Yeah.
Because I've said that a lot to people.
Mhm.
Just because if you go anywhere, you know the name Tabor Hill
Mhm.
in the area. I think, yes, that is a cool thing to know. But in my eyes, there's other places out there that have great wine. There's other places that have great food. But I think if you redo it, it might bring more for someone like me thinking they're just a little bit overrated. They just because who they are, and they're just running on their name.
Time to have your mind blown.
Yeah, I want my mind more blown
Yeah,
because, like you said, the raspberry chicken's been there for so long. I mean, I know when I go there, I'm going to get the same menu every single time. Most places do revamp every 2 to 3 years.
If you're successful.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Grand Mirror. They changed their menu around ever since Charlie took over. Chosky's changed their menu when Dan and them took over. I mean, every place around here has changed their menu.
And we didn't do a lot of change, and it's time. You know, we were listening to the customers, and at this point, it's now my decision, and I'm gonna.
It's cool that you're doing it.
Yeah,
it's gonna make me want to come out more.
Yeah, well, that's just the point. Like, what is all the talk? I mean, our wines have gotten exceptional, and to his point, people still think we're X or Y. You know, and it's time to bring that back. Okay, now. Shit, they're making world-class wines and their food's legit. Let's go.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So what did you bring over here so we talk about that for a minute?
So yeah, I brought I wanted to showcase the new packaging too. So,
yeah, notice that.
That's really cool.
So this is you're gonna start seeing these on the shelves now right away. So Nicole Brown, I think you talked to her maybe about being on the show once.
Let's show this off on this camera.
Actually, we had her.
Did you? Okay. She's our creative director, and so those labels were made in house. She did an exceptional job with both the kind of bringing the lake and the hill, Tabor Hill, and the terroir like into the picture. So very artistic form. A screw cap. So Tabor Hill is moving towards screw caps, except for our red varietals.
Okay.
Convenience. Screw caps have been around a long time, long enough that it's time for us to convenience. Simplicity, and we'll keep our reds in that more serious format too. And then I brought one of our new releases from Tabor Hill, so we expanded off the demisec line one more time this year and brought a peach and a raspberry rosé demisec.
Really?
That's this right here, folks.
That's a real fun summer wine right there.
Really? Let me see that. I like peach.
And then the other products were some of the spirits that so we have new packaging on these too. We have a maple bourbon, our new Redbud straight rye whiskey. This is perfect for the drink making. So we never really had a rye that was by itself. We've always kind of blended, and so this is our first like straight rye. Makes a freaking hell of a cocktail, boys. And then the Watchman. So this is our first limited drop this summer. We did 800 bottles of this. It's barrel strength, 8 years aged, and uncut. And it's part of our Lighthouse series. We have 2 others that are going to drop yet this year. Okay. This is the first, and it's pretty much out of stock. I think there's a few bottles left. And then we have our next one, Landfall, coming up at the Whiskey Strings event on September 21st with that Dominique Leach as their last name. The barbecue event / whiskey release, and like kind of a bluegrass band. So it's going to be quite the event on September 21st.
Did we get rid of those bottles?
What bottles?
No, I think we have one right here. We had this one. Ralphie was on.
And so Nicole also created all these packages that you're seeing too. Our creative director. Yep. Oh, there you go. That's the new label now.
Oh, that's a new label?
Okay.
So that's the old label.
Yeah, I like that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that's really good.
This is, I like this one.
That's really good.
Yeah. I like an old fashioned with that bad.
Yeah. Oh, I can match with that.
Yeah, he had that one.
Yeah.
Wow. That would be great with as old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
What else you looking for? Another bottle?
No, I thought we had 2 bottles.
We had that gin as
well. Oh yeah, the awesome gin.
Yeah, the gin.
That was the best gin we ever had in our lives.
I enjoyed that
so
a lot.
Good.
We were shocked. When we hated gin, we just drink that straight.
Yeah, I didn't love gin either. It was
that
was a project Robbie and I, he did a nice job with the botanicals, and then being great base is just smooth.
Yeah.
And neither of us like that piney,
right.
heavily, we like that more citrus. So
Can I see that?
That's what it was. The botanicals that was a really nice gin. I enjoy that.
Why is it in a wine bottle?
So you'll see some of like the Penelopes and other things. We wanted it to kind of stand out on the shelf a little bit more in a unique bottle. So
kind of cool.
It's more of that bottle. It's still a spirit bottle technically.
I think it's wine, but yeah, it's kind of cool though. It's kind of a cool idea. So, of all these that you brought, which one's your favorite?
Well,
I know you tasted them all.
Well, I mean that's wine and liquor, but the Chardonnay is phenomenal. Sage, our winemaker, who is local and went to the Lake Michigan College program, freaking knocked it out of the park with this vintage. This is a new release about a month ago. She has 2 new wines releasing this weekend too. Our first Italian all varietal from Lake Michigan Shore.
Okay.
We're calling it the Rosa del Lago, so the red of the lake. That turned out amazing. The Chardonnay, and then we have a Blanc de Noir, a still Blanc de Noir. So
Really?
normally you see those as a sparkling.
Yeah.
And this one's just basically 100% Pinot Noir, but very lightly pressed. So it made it really kick ass. It's not a rosé. It's wild. It tastes really good.
That's different because a lot of them don't come out like that.
Nope. So
You'll be the first one that's kind of created that. How does it feel to be the first people that always create something? That
it's getting harder.
That everybody was
getting
afraid
harder,
to,
yeah.
Everybody was afraid to try.
That's where that creativity comes in, right?
Well, and having these people that are doing it too, so it's not just me anymore. They're bringing these kind of things to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, let's try this, and I'm like, and then I'll taste it. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Because it is expensive to R&D and release new products and package and all that. But these people are killing it.
So, do you have a group of people that sit for all three of your places? Because you don't own Free Run anymore, do you?
No, we sold it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That when I went there,
we're still making their wine though.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Okay.
Still working with them. So
at least you're still working on making their wine.
Yeah.
That is pretty good wine over there, and they are kind of creative themselves over there, adding a jalapeno inside their wine. That was kind of weird. I didn't mind it, but it made it really spicy and hot.
Well, pickle Sauvignon Blanc too this year. I don't know what they're doing anything anymore to sell more wine. I'm like, okay,
it's really weird.
I will have to throw a pickle in here.
I know.
Let's be creative.
Yeah,
I know, it's really
that's not the
weird.
creativity I love as much, but whatever.
But with your guys' stuff that you're doing, do you have a group of people that just sit at a table like this and just think of other stuff that you can create?
Brainstorm.
Yeah, we'll meet in production meetings certain times a year. We'll also work with like our sales partners, so our wholesale distributor head, and like, hey, what's trending out there? What's selling well? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? Restaurant people, in the tasting rooms, and then what are we reading nationally to see? And then what's coming up locally? Oh, so-and-so planted this, or blah, blah, blah. Let's try that. Or, this wine, I tried this new yeast on, or, it's just endless. Like we were talking about earlier, even with the spirits, like, God, you could age and soak things, and, the alcohol just picks up anything. I've had mushroom stuff that blows your mind, but
really,
I haven't had the courage to try it yet either in the house, because it's just very unique when you start doing that kind of thing.
So who has a final thought on to mass product it?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
So you had the last straw.
Usually, or typically we'll come to an agreement as a team. I try not to just be the dictator, so to speak.
And all be all.
Yeah, exactly. I want them to thrive and bring ideas that aren't going to be always just mine to the table. And that's what I'm hoping continues as well. So tasting wise, our brewer's an excellent we actually sit down as a team a lot, and we'll taste each other's stuff, and so that only gets our palates even tighter as far as nuances that the brewer might not be used to, or the winemaker might not be used to.
What kind of mushrooms would you use in some of that mushroom wine though?
Well, this guy, Wes, so I went to this distillery conference, and this was, I know he told me at one point, but it was like at the very end of 2:00 in the morning night. And it was like, let's try mushroom, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And it was earthy.
I bet.
It was very earthy. So I don't remember exactly what he was using for. It was like local mushrooms out there that
that would be really difficult to do. I mean, just because of the taste of mushrooms, we all know how it tastes.
I know.
Yeah.
I like mine cooked. I don't like tasting just raw mushrooms.
Me neither. It was weird.
Mushroom
but it's just the point of,
yeah.
well, that's just it. That's all. I mean, God, what's the next trend? I thought seltzers would go like the Not Your Father's root beer.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Who else?
We're making the seltzer too on draft only, and RTDs and all this crap too. That's like, not crap. I hate to say that, but I get tired of chasing the fads, is what I don't love.
Yeah.
You know what I
never
mean?
know when they end.
I do understand that.
Yeah.
I do.
It's not that it's crap. It's just,
but look at the
I'm a
ciders.
purist at times, and I love the classic,
there's nothing wrong
vodka
with that.
soda or
Yeah,
glass
yeah,
of
yeah.
wine. Okay. And now I still drink seltzers and things like that on a hot day, but it's not my go-to always.
But you can create maybe only 3. You don't have to create 7. You don't have to create 10. Just create just 3 of them that are a fad that you can easily extend
Put on
out.
the back shelf, the back burner, just in case.
Yep.
I mean,
so that's what we do. We dabble into that.
Look at the
RTDs,
ciders. Ciders were the same. Ciders were the same kind of way, where all of a sudden ciders were going big all of a sudden. That
They're
was
still relevant.
There's-
not, yeah, they're still relevant, but not as big as because it came around the same time as ciders did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seltzers did.
Mhm.
And now it's the good boys, it's the teas, it's everything that's out there that's now that big trend. That
Mhm.
And you got your
Lemonades,
long
I mean,
drinks
yeah.
with the gin, and there's so much stuff.
But the
out
funny
there.
thing is, he created kind of that kind of stuff at first. I
But we
mean,
still are.
you were
Yeah.
you were doing that kind of stuff.
It's not.
when it wasn't
We only
popular.
have so much for a marketing budget.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
to.
That's
Yeah.
the
What do
thing.
you lean into every year?
I remember
know?
because you were actually the first around here, the first vodka
Mhm.
with Divine.
Yes.
Wait a minute, isn't that a Brown Barn
Yeah, right
creation
there.
right there?
Yeah, it's a Paloma.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, yeah. And we had the one with gin in it too.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah. So we have the RTDs. Those are
Yeah.
my faves. The vodka soda one.
Yeah.
is-
And those were pretty.
that
good.
came after a camping trip. We took we brought our vodka, and then we had a lemon elderflower soda water from Trader Joe's or something.
Okay.
We were making cocktails camping. I'm like, holy shit, we have got to make this. So next year, vodka soda in a can. That's what
Yeah.
we did, you know.
I mean, yeah.
So sometimes I do lead that, I will
Yeah.
say, but that one's done okay. It's just we're a little late to the game on it
Right.
because
right.
everyone's got one now.
you really
um,
think you're late to the game, though?
A little bit. We had the chance to jump in sooner. Same with seltzers, and just I waited because it was, it's back to that not your father's root beer that was
Oh.
a 18-month flash
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
pan, so to
yeah.
speak. And
That's
I just want to make sure that there's a little more legs behind it before I'm going to invest that deep, as we talked
Right.
about even earlier. Like, when do you, as a business person, it's like, all right, well, let's make sure there is a real market. Same with NA Athletic Brewing, crushing it right now. We made one NA beer. We sell 10 a week, maybe. Like, is it
yeah,
worth really
yeah.
spending the time and money into it?
Is your biggest beer, since you said beer, made me think of this. Your biggest beer is still Kolsch.
Oh yeah,
I
like
mean,
10 times.
was that the first beer that came out?
It was one of our first, but it was as people came into the tasting room. What do you have? That's like,
The lightest beer.
yes,
Yeah.
what's your lightest beer? And
That's,
so
that's how I am.
Kolsch, and then Kolsch in general, nobody could say it at first. And then now you go anywhere, you see them. I mean, they're everywhere across the country. And we were one of the first to really lean into that style.
Yep.
And it's actually a very hard beer to make because it's so
Really?
a light, like you can mask anything with hops and whatnot.
I like Kolsch. I like Kolsch better than some of your other beers that you
Mhm.
guys have, just because I am a light beer drinker.
Yeah.
Actually,
too.
I still go to some of these breweries. If you ever want to, you see my face when I drink a nasty wine.
Yeah, I've
Does-
seen you
I
drink
just-
nasty beer too.
Yeah, but when I drink nasty
Yeah,
beer,
Scott's seen it.
and all of a sudden I take that taste of that nasty beer, I'm like, oh, dude, you ever go beer tasting with me at places? My face is like, like I'm.
I like tasting different
Where's my
beers.
baseball? But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just weird that I don't like.
It's just like wine tasting, man. I
Mhm.
feel.
no, not me. I like all wine. Doesn't matter.
It's like just like wine tasting. You have different tastes for different beers, and
But
you have
I
your
like wine
Scotch-based
though.
beer, and then you have your hobby
I-
beer, then your heavy set.
Hefeweizens,
Yeah, I just don't like.
porters.
I don't like too hoppy beer where I
Sour.
Yeah,
Oh,
sours.
those sour
yeah.
ones are nasty.
See, and
Oh my god.
you got to have a taste for it. It's a acquired taste.
I do say I went to this one place in Ohio I was in a bowling tournament and I bought a t-shirt there. I should have understood why their name of it was Toxic Brewing Company in Ohio. Their beer was all hot.
Like spicy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You had
I can imagine with that face.
Came with
it
Tums.
went
yeah, exactly.
it went from the lightest
I couldn't
to
do that.
the
Ugh.
hottest, and they had jalapenos inside their beer, and they pulled them out when they dipped them in there, let them soak in there for while they're making the other beers. Then they pulled them out, and they said, "Do not drink that one first." And I went, "Don't do what?" And I took a drink.
Oh.
They said, "Oh, your taste buds are shot." I said,
Once
"Yeah,
you build it up.
yeah." They
Yeah,
went,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And but that, man, it was so hot. It was the most nastiest place I've ever been. But their old fashions were awesome because they barreled it for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
And then they brought the barrel back out. And then so they made their own stuff. But
Nothing,
that
nothing
place,
wrong with a good old fashioned.
but that place was, man, their
Definitely wanna
beer
try
was
it with that one.
nasty. What? Yeah.
Oh god.
Yes.
I've been there.
You been there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went there for a bowling tournament. Yeah, because the bowling tournament was in Dayton.
There's nothing good in
Yeah, there is.
Ohio. No.
Yeah, there is. I don't know about,
It's nothing good in Ohio.
but I do
Hocking
say,
Hills.
Yeah,
I do say your beer is still phenomenal. I still like my Kolsch. I do.
Mhm.
But how'd you guys create the name Kolsch?
It's a style. It's
That is
actually
this a style?
German. Yeah,
Yes,
German.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just took it from that?
Cologne.
People couldn't
Mhm.
couldn't pronounce it?
No.
Well, especially, I'm sure they couldn't in the beginning.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Because I was shocked that you guys got into, because wasn't first Divine
Beer
and-
first.
was it beer first? I thought it was
Yeah.
vodka first.
No. Vodka was like 06.
Maybe because I was
2006.
drinking the vodka a lot more.
I think beer was like
more.
04. We didn't bottle the beer though right away.
Okay.
Not until like 2008 or 10.
Okay, that makes more sense because I was having the vodka before I was even
Mhm.
knowing the beer was
Mhm.
around. That makes a lot more sense. Because
Yeah, we used to do all those vodka parties. Remember those Divine Interventions with all the Divine girls?
yeah, I knew a couple of them. Yeah, especially when you got hooked up with the radio station on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was when
This year I got divorced. It was
that's when you had Catfish and Hunter
Uh-huh.
were still on the
Yeah.
radio. When that's when Catfish was still alive too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Jason Lee, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I should ask him about that.
2006.
Yeah, I should ask him about
Yeah.
that next time he's on the show.
It was fun.
He wants to come back. So, yeah, we had Jason Lee on last year.
He's funny.
Oh, yeah. The only man I know makes fun of himself on the radio.
Yes.
Do you have any questions or do you want me to keep
No,
going?
keep going.
All right.
I
So
was broom. Could put one together here.
I'll go off with actually Scott had this question, but this thing. You guys don't do sour beers at all.
We have in the past.
Have
We haven't done one in probably 5 years. We had a sour program going.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Maybe because I don't like sour beer though.
Yeah. It wasn't a huge portion of it. And honestly, we're still mainly known as a winery. So for us, we've never had that kind of like, oh my God, they're doing that drop of sour or whatever, you know? So for us, we didn't do a very good job of making it a bigger thing and just kind of let it go by the wayside somewhat. And it's a lot of work actually keeping a sour program going and also not effing up your own brewery by bringing in the sour, bacteria. Because it's actually bacteria you add, and then you've got to be real careful to keep it separate or it'll infect your whole brewery.
Actually, that I was going to ask you that question. So, do you have your own? Because I know you have your own areas for wine, but
Mhm.
do you have your own building for beer, your own
Yeah,
beer
public house.
building for spirits and
Mhm.
everything else,
Mhm.
so on,
Mhm.
so on, so on? So each one you can always you don't have to clean out everything out to produce another thing and then clear nothing out for another week and do another wine or
Right. Not anymore.
not anymore.
Since we did. So originally everything was made at Round Barn. And then once we bought Public House, that's when the beer moved right away. Partially cross contamination was a worry.
Yeah.
Also city services, beer is very hard on septic. And so
Okay.
we needed better city services and whatnot too.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I didn't know. Did you
Well,
know
that's what the whole Three Oaks was dealing with Journeyman and that whole.
that's right. Yeah.
So if you start washing shit down the drain, it
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
destroys your
forgot-
lagoons.
Yeah, I forgot about that. When
Wow.
that was only about maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then when they were finally
But
realizing,
they had the permit to do it and allowed it.
I know.
They didn't do what they needed to in their infrastructure.
but they
and-
didn't know, and no one knew at the time. One thing
Wow.
happened-
No,
yeah, I
they
remember
found
that.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a big deal where they thought Journeyman's was gonna close.
That would have been bad for that community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
That's
because
big on that.
they're also very
Big
well
deal.
known as much as you guys are for most of your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because they're the first truly whiskey that came around
Mm-hmm.
was them.
out of Journeyman.
Oh yeah.
That's not a bad whiskey either, man.
I'm not a big whiskey fan. I'm a more cognac.
I am. I like
Ooh, I love cognac too. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I'm more
he's huge.
cognac. I am
We
more
have some
cognac.
stuff aged since 2004 right now
Really?
coming up.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that would taste
We have to
good.
come out of hibernation.
I
on
know.
that one. Have
Oh, you'll come out of
sniff-
hibernation or
a
you
snifter of
cognac and a good.
cognac.
So like
Yeah.
a Calvados.
Yeah.
Cognac.
Yeah.
I like bourbons too, but cognac's just that next level smooth.
It goes
Yeah.
on smooth. It doesn't give the burn. It doesn't
mhm.
give you the burn taste after some bourbons do.
It depends on what you're drinking.
Right.
That is true. That is true. I
Depends on totally what you're drinking.
Yeah.
There's
We
always
go-
levels.
I think
yeah,
if you
there's
go-
always levels.
Yeah, they're higher
Yeah,
class. The higher class you go, the less burn.
If
it
you're going
is.
more, with commercial cognacs, your Hennessy, your Cavassier type of deal, then it's gonna burn a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll
if
still
you-
go Remy all day though.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Even though it's commercial.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I like my Remy. I do like my Hennessy though, but I do like my Remy. What's Cavassier is not bad. I mean, but that's more hype.
I like Kelt too.
Yeah.
Red Kelt.
no,
Their
I-
VSOP for under $60 is
Really?
really good.
Do you have a cognac type?
We call it
Already?
Michigan brandy. We don't currently have a label for one out in production. We have a lot of product aging right now that it's like part of the next evolution of our distilling is to start releasing some of that stuff too. But it's funny, cognac just it doesn't really, it's a very small portion of the alcohol industry. I love it, so I'm still gonna do it, but we've been making less of it the last few years just because it's expensive. The
Yeah.
aging process
and
is
doesn't
ridiculous.
sell as much around here.
You don't think it would, but it does.
Well,
Mm,
I think it does.
anything above $50 doesn't really move that well.
yeah,
Well, I'll give. Okay, yeah, that part of it.
Or if you're in
but
Wisconsin, maybe it would move well. but
right.
See, I like.
they love their.
I love.
Applejacks.
I love all that stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
I'd rather just grab a couple of glasses of that and just I can sip on that all night.
Oh yeah,
long.
definitely. That's just nice sipping drink
Or even
Mhm.
like when I do Hennessy.
with a cigar.
When I do Hennessy and Coke, I mean, I can just sit there and just not down Hennessy and Coke. It's more in my eyes. It's still, I can just chill and relax with that.
Yeah, just
Mm.
give me a good bourbon or a nice glass of something that's nice aged, barreled, like I could drink
Anything barrel aged
Yeah,
is good.
yeah, yeah.
long enough.
Yeah,
All right. I do have to ask this question because always forget. I always ask this question early, but we got really into your businesses. So you grew up around here.
Mhm.
What pro and college football fans are you?
Pro college.
And pro and college football.
University of Michigan. No offense there. I know. I see a
you
couple
just
Notre
made
Dame guys.
us kind of best friends now.
Yeah. I can appreciate Notre Dame as a local person, but
well, he's from Detroit area. So
Okay.
that's why.
well, my brother's a Notre Dame fan, so I had to be a Michigan fan.
Ah, little
And
sibling rivalry.
That's right.
All
And
right.
then sports, Bears, Cubs.
There you go, my
There you
friend.
go.
There we go.
Ah, you still.
And speaking of which,
still got
training
one.
camp just started.
What the?
Training camp just
I
started.
know.
That
what
means
is it?
football's around. Yeah.
Football
A week from
starts in-
Sunday is the first preseason. I
No,
heard.
No,
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks
Because
from
they're only
Sunday.
down
Okay.
to 3 preseason games
Okay.
this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, from now on.
Yeah, 2 weeks from
That
now.
was worthless anyway.
Yeah, I still like to watch to see
I like
who the
watching
new players
preseason.
are.
I still bet on preseason.
Do you really?
On FanDuel.
You weirdo.
FanDuel, you could bet on how
Oh, yeah,
many
you-
yards or how many touchdowns someone can get.
But I just love this time of year when it's you hate that
Baseball's still going. Football's
Yeah.
coming on.
That's
I
the
know.
best time for sports.
Uh-huh.
All the sports have started to come around. Hockey, basketball, football is
Wow.
in full swing.
A
Baseball is
football.
almost over.
Cubs are killing it though.
Yeah.
PCA baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Are you a Cubs fan?
Yeah.
yeah.
PCA.
He's a
you're-
Yankees fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was born and raised a Yankees fan all my
Okay.
life.
I'm sorry.
My family was Yankees fan. Actually, they were Dodgers just when they
Mm.
had Brooklyn Dodgers. Then Yankees came out of nowhere and became pretty much their go-to.
Yankees always been around,
Yeah, but they weren't.
dominant.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't in where they were at.
Okay, but yeah, best time of the year.
I had to call him out. He's a Packers fan.
Yeah.
I can
And
appreciate the Tigers.
Yeah.
Packers, though.
yeah, he's a well, he told us why he's a Packers fan. The reason he's a Packers fan is because his friend said you got to be some kind of a football fan, and he grew up with his friend and his friend was from Wisconsin. So Yeah.
Team, what can you
Yeah.
do? At least we
Oh,
finally
it's
beat them a
always
couple
solid.
times.
Yeah, that's finally. I felt great about
God.
that.
2 best games of my life.
Yeah,
Screaming and
man.
yelling at my poor wife. What
I think
happened?
I scared the shit out of my neighbor because I was like,
I could not. I still can't believe that. I still cannot believe that last game.
yeah, that was,
Oh, that
was
was
great.
great.
The
That was
onside kick
great.
and all that. I was like,
I'm like,
what?
how did this happen? I'm like, what just happened?
that throw.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was-
was he going for the
Where
end
was
zone?
that? Where's that?
What? Done.
Yes.
I was in at that place with Whiskey Highway when that game happened.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You were. I was at home.
You were at home.
I was at home watching.
And I wasn't
Scared the shit out of
I
my
was
cat.
Caleb Williams. I was like, I don't know if he's our guy, but man, he really proved himself
Yeah.
this year.
Well, you know what? The first
The
season,
right coach too.
bad
right coach,
coaching,
right
bad
coach, right
offensive
coach.
line,
I say thank you to the Lions for the coach.
and
Yeah.
he did a hell of a. I mean, he still did a good job as a rookie. He
Mhm.
only had 6 interceptions.
And that was under some horrible coaching.
Yes. So I mean, Ben Johnson definitely
He's the man.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Now you can tell he's definitely.
Can we keep him for how long?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you may be able to keep Ben Johnson's in that area for a while, as long as he has what he needs.
Exactly. The
And it-
legacy.
Yeah,
Well, where are we going? Bears? Are we going to the Indiana Bears?
you know what? I don't think so.
I
think
kind of
we
hope
are.
so.
I kind of
I
hope
It's
kinda
so.
hope
closer.
so.
It's closer.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
it's
I
closer.
want
down.
I
It's
want them to
closer.
go.
Me too.
It's
want it
so much
closer.
closer,
I want it closer.
and
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't be as congested
Right.
as
But it's hard
downtown
not to
Chicago.
be right there downtown.
No,
with
it's
that
so
view.
good.
right
Yeah,
by by the lake.
Yeah.
and
It won't be as congested with travel for
well, be right by the
parking,
highway.
but
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it won't
hope
be
they
as.
go.
I mean, it's no different than New York. They're in New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. I
cares?
always tell people that try to make fun of the
Mhm.
Bears
Oh,
moving.
yeah.
Oh, the Gary
Gary Bears,
Berries
yeah.
or
Hammond.
Hammond Bears. I'm like, get
Okay.
out of here, man.
As
Okay,
long as they're
whatever.
closer. Okay.
Yeah.
I do say I don't like the idea of saying can't say Chicago Bears anymore after a while.
We all know they're still the Chicago Bears.
It's always gonna be the Bears, but it's not gonna be Chicago.
That's
Why
well,
not?
Yeah,
They say
well.
New York Giants still.
Yeah,
It's New Jersey.
Are they in New Jersey?
Yeah.
yeah, they're in New Jersey. Giants and
The
Jets.
I know the Jets were, but
Yeah, they're in the
They're
same stadium.
Same stadium.
Yeah.
I didn't. They're in
Yeah,
the same
They
stadium.
share
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
stadium.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
I really didn't know
Mhm.
that. Yeah, I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
Actually, really don't care
Even,
because I'm
I mean,
not New York.
although Dallas is still, Dallas Cowboys are still in Texas. They're not in Dallas.
Mhm.
Outside of Dallas in Arlington.
Phoenix Cardinals, not in Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess yeah. If you look at it, yeah, okay.
LA Rams is not necessarily in LA.
They're
Outside, yeah.
If they stayed in where we're supposed to go in Arlington, they would have still been in Chicago's suburbs.
Mm.
But
No,
since now
what,
they're
it was like
leaving,
Still
30
Arlington.
yeah,
but,
still
but,
Arlington.
but they're
That's
leaving.
farther away. huh?
Yeah.
But they're
Yes.
leaving the Chicago, Illinois area, so now it's going to be
Now
Indiana.
there
the reason.
there was reports that a mayor on the it's toward Midway Airport made a suggestion to the
I
Bears.
saw that recently.
He brought out the papers and what they wanted to do as far as get the Bears to that
Mhm,
part of
mhm.
Illinois, which is not that far from Chicago.
No.
So it's a nice setup too. More parking right by a highway. Can't beat it. It's already got bars surrounding it, and it has a place where all your food trucks go to. It's food truck row or something like that. And it
Good.
brings some of the great. Chicago has some of the greatest food trucks in the area,
And just restaurants.
and restaurants, bars, hotels, the whole 9 yards. So I hope it goes there. I forgot the name of the
That's
town.
not it. They already got the land. They already got the
They
land.
bought the land in Arlington.
Yeah.
They didn't buy it in Gary yet or Hammond.
No, Hammond. They
They've been proposed.
it'll be
It's a
free
proposal.
anyway.
yeah, probably. How much they're hyping it up.
Yeah.
So-
we'll see. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
do say, since we're talking about football and college and everything else, do you do parties like that at Round Barn?
We've done some like tailgating
Opening
stuff.
day
Yeah,
or-
we'll do some tailgate stuff and watch parties, but it's not as heavy of a lift yet.
Because you do.
Mhm.
Round Barn does a lot, and
Mhm.
I'll say it like this, a lot of parties once a month.
Mhm.
You do a sangria party, you do a
Mhm.
Labor Day party, you do
Whiskey Strings coming up.
yeah. You also what?
We just had Lemon and Blues last.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were always partying.
Yeah, you're always
Yeah.
partying and you always have something
Yes,
going on,
yes.
and I love that about you guys.
I want to get that kind of at the beer garden, more of that tailgate, that next level there coming up as we, dive into the direction of making things more unique or cooler, if
Yeah.
you will. We
I
did
mean,
our first New
What
Year's
about conduct
keg drop this year in
Yeah.
Baroda. Did you know that? On New
Keg
Year's Eve?
drop?
Uh-huh.
in
So I
Baroda?
organized like a bunch of ice sculptors
Oh,
and did a keg drop at 10 p.m. instead of midnight because God, who can stay up that late anymore? But it was a lot of fun.
I can. Yeah, I'm a
That
night
was fun
owl.
this year.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
No,
trying
I,
to bring more events
actually,
into Baroda
yeah.
too.
I
and
didn't
more
know about
year-round.
that. I
Yeah.
didn't know about it, but I was at Sandbar.
Or I was just thinking, what about a Kentucky Derby party?
We did one. Yeah,
They
guys
do.
were
They do.
okay.
They do
Right.
mint julep. They actually,
Yeah.
people do dress up.
Tabor,
Yeah.
yep. Did that,
Tabor
the
Hill
big
does
hats,
it.
yeah.
Tabor Hill does it more at
So that's
that
our
one.
more like kind of bougie or
Yeah.
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 Use your pinky.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
watched.
Pinky
Not
out.
stuffy, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch Kentucky Derby at 2210 every year. I
Yeah.
have my mint julep because they truly make a mint julep, like in the glasses and everything.
What does truly make a mint julep mean?
Oh,
to you?
I mean, like the old fashioned way. He's big in his whiskeys and bourbons over there, so he makes
What's
it
the old fashioned way?
with a Woodruff. What did I say?
Woodford?
Yeah, Woodford thing.
Yeah.
Woodford. They make it with Woodford, and he does it, and they slap the mint and they put it all in there. Every year I do. Every year I lose
Mhm.
my horror split, except twice. But
You ever win?
yeah, I won 3 times. If you count the one that got disqualified, my horse still won, but he got disqualified because of the trainer. I still picked that horse. But
Loser.
but the money, actually, my money went into FanDuel, went in, and all of a sudden I saw it and it went out. I went, did I just read that correctly? Where'd the money go?
You lost.
Got disqualified.
So you lost. You only won 2 times.
Yeah, I only won twice so far out of the 6 years.
Holy crap. That's enough betting for me.
It's just free money because I win all that money from football. But with your guys' parties, which one is your favorite?
I look forward to Sangria every year because it's like the kickoff to summer, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that one because it's like finally we're outside again and having fun. I'm really starting to enjoy this one at Public House that we do. It's called the Barodeo. And so it's like a country.
That was
like I've been getting more into country music for some reason.
you
I
really?
don't know
Yeah.
why. The newer stuff I don't mind. I don't know. It's kind of poppier or whatever, kind of
Yeah.
catchy. But
just
so
saw
we have a
that.
mechanical bull. It's fun watching all the people take spins on that as the night goes by,
Yes.
and then just the country vibe and line dancing. It's fun to watch people
Yeah.
interact.
Didn't you just
I
have
like
that, or is it coming up?
coming up?
Yeah. I keep getting advertisement for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I was
So
thinking,
that's
I keep
next
getting
weekend, I
advertisement
believe
for it.
the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
next-
fun.
Of what month?
August.
August.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next
That's coming next
weekend.
weekend.
Next
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I keep
Next week. Yeah.
keep seeing advertisements for it because I am part of the club stuff and stuff like
Nice,
that.
yeah.
And so I still get my wine, I still get stuff, but
Yeah, the Brodeo's fun. I just like these new ones, this whiskey strings having Dominique coming out. That'll be fun. Just to it's finally like kind of evolving them to beyond just what we've been doing for years.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy is trying to make these things, like what would I want to go do?
Right.
But also not just what do I want to go do, because then, I'm only marketing to people, 47-year-old white guys, big deal. We're boring.
Damn.
That was a diabolical laugh, wasn't it? It
yeah.
wasn't aimed at you, I promise.
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay, you
You get-
58-year-old.
No, I'm not 58. You're almost 47. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, February.
Tick tock, tick tock.
And I'm still partying like a rock star.
No, that's gonna catch up when you hit 50. Trust me.
No, well, funny thing is, I'll probably still be DJing. With that party coming up, and what is your last one of the year? What's it called?
Halloween.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Did you go last year at Round Barn?
No, I went 2 years ago. I didn't go this year.
We moved it back to Round Barn just because
Yeah.
it's warmer was
Yeah.
one thing, a little bit easier to decorate, but the vibe there was pretty wild with the
But
'cause
it's
being in the barn and it's
yes,
we just talked about all the ghouls and whatnot that come out. So
Ah,
yeah,
thanks,
Yeah.
Kat, for the
Yeah.
update on the.
yeah. That's kind
the
of cool.
haunted-
For the haunted,
we actually
thing.
had one of our dishwashers or busters does a podcast or a YouTube channel about the the hunters. Yeah. And
Really?
I don't recall if he ever posted it or not, but he stayed overnight at Public House one night and definitely got some action going on because
really?
the Baroda school was just right around the corner
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
And that a kid died in the explosion in school.
Oh,
Yeah. So he
man.
claims he saw him.
and actually, there's a cemetery out there that is kind of weird because it happened to me. I think it's just there's a water main or a hot water heater underneath the stone, but there's a graveyard out there in Baroda area that is always
Warm.
warm. Yeah, warm, and it never freezes over in
During
the
the
winter.
winter?
It's always still
Hot water
still-
springs underneath.
That's what I think
Mhm.
so too.
Mhm.
That's what I think, but
A leak.
Oh.
or something,
main,
yeah,
yeah.
water main heating up or something.
Extraterrestrial.
But they always say that's the gateway to hell and stuff like that back in the day. There's always urban,
Paranormal
there's
activities
no, there's
going
always
on.
urban wise tales and stuff like that.
Oh,
urban
we have to
legends.
investigate.
There's always,
That'll
and
be
there's
our next
another one.
podcast we'll start.
No, there's another one actually. There's always there's a car, a 1957 car, driving up and down Shawnee. I think it's Shawnee. It's one Shawnee or another road, one of those little roads that go all the way through, that keep on going through. And then at night, if all of a sudden you're going through a crossway, you might get a cold breeze, a car coming through you because they never stop. They always, and you're supposed to stop at that stop sign, but they don't. They just keep on driving.
Oh,
So yeah,
paranormal activity.
yeah, it's
All right.
it is cool kind of around here. I mean, of course, you got the old wise tale of the melon heads and all that over there. Yeah.
That's in Bridgman, or where is
Yeah,
that?
I think that is in
Bridgman, yeah, it's
Bridget. Yeah,
Bridgman.
that
You
was-
never heard about this stuff, Scott?
No.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
first time I went out there.
It's
I
over
was
there by the cook plant and all
Yeah.
that. But if you drive back there during the day, they're all fancy looking
like,
houses.
Yeah, it's
They're all
you have to drive there during the night at night.
But it's all trespassing. You drive there
Yeah,
at night
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. We used to do that back when we were in high school. We're just drive around speeding through these people's drive.
Get a bunch of girls
yeah.
in the car, get them all scared.
And then you go through the tunnel honk because you're going underneath the highway and all
Yeah,
that.
wise tales. Yeah,
Yeah, but with
urban legends.
with that with him, that would that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if I would ever know if there is something out there. I wouldn't want to live up, even stay on the grounds.
No,
No,
I don't believe in it enough to.
you don't
Nah,
believe in it
me
enough?
either.
I believe in it.
I gotta see it to believe it. If I
Yeah.
don't see it, I don't have any.
You can see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, that's true. But with that saying and what he looked up, are you gonna go home and look it up? What the
Why not?
lady?
Yeah,
with
I
the
love to
lady.
lean into that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole nother demographic. Let's go.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It
get 'em
is. Especially with that trail.
Mhm.
You can do it around
Haunted
Halloween.
trail,
The
yeah.
haunted
Yeah.
trail
If you
going
look-
back and forth.
If you take-
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
look just right, you can see her walk.
Mhm.
Start
Start up a chainsaw.
and have someone dress up like that.
You gotta have the lore to it. You gotta have it.
Have someone wearing the white dress just walking through.
I see her. I see her.
I'm in.
What?
I mean, I actually used to work in a place that was called the Terrified Forest in Hell, Michigan.
Well, that's right. You
I did
did.
see that.
Yep.
Hell,
And
Michigan's
literally
different,
a
though.
Forest with that's just a straight trail. It's a haunted trail. You could totally lean into that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It's a different market.
Got to find a sponsor for that. I
There
guess.
you go, yeah.
Especially around
Brought to you
Halloween.
by.
Brought to you by.
Especially with Halloween.
What's the Halloween store or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get everybody involved.
So
all
with
local
stuff like
businesses.
that, do you thrive
See,
on
this
that
is
kind
how
of
it
stuff?
starts. Now I
Yeah.
gotta go build a trail. You know.
You have the trail.
I know, but now you gotta buy all the shit for it.
Just have to have someone who wants to wear a white dress.
Yeah, volunteers to stand out there and scare people. all
Yeah.
day.
Shit, actually, you'll get a lot,
Mhm.
especially with the Niles Haunted House.
Man,
Just
they
do it.
Yeah.
they go through some people there.
But the funny thing is,
Yeah.
and they're all on volunteers, but
Mhm.
a lot of them do get paid. But it's awesome how that's mostly just all
Mm-hmm.
volunteers.
And how that thing has grown over the years
It's
too.
like $60 a person or something.
Is it really?
I don't know. I haven't been out there since when they moved.
I don't want to be scared.
Wow.
I haven't been,
$60?
I don't. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
I
not
used to
cheap.
What,
That's
like
including
10?
like all the things though.
Yeah,
There's
that's-
like 3 different
Okay,
experiences.
okay.
Shit, I
so
remember when they were
maybe-
Niles,
Yeah. going to Niles.
not Buchanan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Three
care.
Oaks used to have one too that was really
Yeah,
good.
no, Buchanan
the
had one.
Legion.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. They did.
they had
move
one
to
in
Buchanan.
right there in the actually it was a forest
Mhm.
type of trail. So did Bridgman. Bridgman had one there for them going through all their
Hmm.
trails up in
Yeah.
the sand dunes. But with stuff like that, would you do that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
He says, yeah.
Why not? That's the thing. It's like, where do you start and stop is the hard part at
Mhm.
times.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it'd be like once what?
well, you'd have it probably for 6 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
you would do it all of September and
Yeah.
God, probably 2 months.
You could, yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, but can you drink on that trail?
Mhm.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
So you can.
it's licensed. You can buy a drink and go from one to the other.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Ah, it makes me want to.
Yeah, we license it kind of like a golf course that way.
Oh, really?
Go back and forth.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could because you're going through the parking lot, and I didn't know if you could leave that area and go through the parking lot and start walking the trails to
Mhm.
Tabor Hill. Because I usually stop at Round Barn instead of driving up to Tabor Hill
Mhm.
because that is a mile there and a mile back.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you start drinking a little bit,
You'll feel it.
especially in the heat,
You'll feel it.
you'll feel it. After a while, I'm like, God, I'm tired. I'm thirsty.
Mhm.
You have any more in the bottle? No, we're empty. Damn it. Well, come on, let's keep on hoofing it. But at least it's only a mile. Because I always thought it was 2 miles there back in
Mile and a half round
before,
trip,
yeah. Do you walk that a lot?
I walk it a lot in the spring, like mushroom hunting, and
Oh,
get out
you
there
mushroom hunt?
ramps and yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Finding anything interesting out
yeah.
there?
I mean, I don't know. Just I've been in those woods my entire life, so it's nothing like new,
Yeah.
you know.
Right,
but
right.
I like being out there a lot.
Yeah.
It's just weird seeing so many people all the time now. Because when I was a kid, there's they weren't really loud out there. Nobody really did, and now it's like, oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So, what are do you have a package deal? Because I was supposed to ask this so people know. Do you have a package deal on weddings and stuff like that out there?
Mhm.
What would be the pretty much from the cheapest to the most expensive?
So we're just finished redoing that right now, and we're trying to make it more simple. So we were on the very old school path of everything's an add-on, and that's not that anymore. So now it's all included.
Oh, that's
So
kinda
it's
cool.
the rentals are included, the locations included. So the only decisions you're making are what's your bar package, and then do you want, I think it's a 3 or a 5-course meal, and you don't even get to choose the meal anymore. Guess what? Because of 7-time James Beard nominated chef is going to provide a locally sourced meal that's going to be exceptional. Now, dietary restrictions, we can
Right,
Yeah.
right.
accommodate, but in general, we're heading that direction of catering and
That's kind of cool.
event space, because people don't want to have all these decisions to make anymore. They want to be almost told or narrowed
Surprised
down.
or something,
Yeah,
something.
narrowed down too.
Yeah.
Come
Man.
dine in a restaurant. You're going to see how awesome it
Yeah.
is, and now you're going to have that at your wedding and brag about how great the food was.
Well, I'm
and
gonna
wine.
get him out and just go to the Tabor Hill with this whole new menu.
Yeah, I would definitely want to try some of that
We'll
stuff.
definitely go out and just because I would love to have my meal made from a James Beard
And he's
Award again.
awesome.
And I see
Just
some
a really
stuff I
nice
really
guy.
want to try on here too. So
Just to have a local, just
Mhm.
being local, and I say I had James Beard Award
Mhm.
person serving me food in Southwest Michigan
Yes.
because you don't have that
No,
at all.
just a
Not
couple
yet.
places. Yeah.
Not yet. I actually I'm hoping one day I can say I know James, I know Cheyenne, I know all these people that are high class.
We should do a round
Chef,
table with them
yeah.
coming up one day.
I'm trying. I'm working with Cheyenne's.
yeah, we've been trying to get
publicist.
them on for a while.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
they're
Cheyenne's
really busy.
publicist to let her come on. I should say it like
Yeah.
that. She knows James and me, but I have to go through a middle person.
Yeah,
I know. I just told marketing I was coming today. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry.
Right.
I'll let you know tomorrow. We'll share it or whatever."
And it's weird because it's going through that person. I'm thinking, God, I can just go to the restaurant and just ask her
Mhm,
why do I have to go through these hoops just to bring someone on?
mhm.
That one's that's I've been telling him about it. I'm complaining about it all the time. It's I don't like this middle person. It's just emails.
Mhm.
yeah, and they pick and choose when they get back to you.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah, I can see that
Emails
being
suck.
frustrating, but it's part of the process, man.
Mhm.
It's
These
a
people
2-hour show.
These people are busy. They got a lot of things going on. A lot of moving
It's a
parts.
commitment.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's hard
moving
for me.
parts.
I mean, it took a while for me to get you
Yeah,
because
it
you
did.
were always busy. You had it. I think you had to reschedule once
Mhm.
because of something coming up, and I respect that. I respect
Yeah,
anybody that
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to reschedule, but it's hard for. I
No,
have a
it's good.
difficult job for this.
Well, I want to support
And-
local.
yeah.
This is still, this is local artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We're trying to do something for the
We love
community
it.
as well.
Exactly.
So
we're doing something like he just said. We're doing something for the community. We're doing something that people do listen to us. People do watch after we post it nonstop.
Mhm.
Our show, and like people come up to me and him and say, "Yeah, I seen this show with this person here. It was awesome. And we learned a lot more about the
Yeah.
atmosphere. Like we had Fuzzy Butts on Wednesday, knowing about his business and stuff like that. People say, I didn't know he tried for the business for so
Mhm,
long. I went, yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, I didn't know either. So knowing the background and what they're doing, yeah. And especially with you, I learned a lot more on this. With that said, what is the new up and coming thing that you want to have in either place?
You're looking at it.
That menu?
Yeah.
That's one thing that is happening. So after this now,
Well, after that, I'll be tightening up the other couple properties and keep raising the bar, man. That's our goal right now.
Yeah.
Is we
how
want-
far can you really raise the bar though?
oh, sky's the limit.
Well, yeah,
That's
it's
the
always,
thing.
without getting stuffy to your point or too sophisticated. There's always room to improve and make either experiences better, training, educational parts of it, events. I mean, God, that is maybe just me that I'm always wanting to be better at what I'm offering and doing as part of it. But it's just ongoing. I can't stop. Like it's almost a perfectionist thing in me, and I'm not a perfectionist, but it's like I always want to be better. I
Yeah.
always want to be the leader of that next thing.
Right.
And, to your point, what is the next thing? And well, we're always tinkering and working at it in the background, and whether it's a haunted trail or
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we've been talking about that project a lot the last 2 years. It's just
That'd be kind of cool.
when
though.
is the time, and when is the time?
So-
Yeah, exactly.
You guys haven't done at Public House a pizza of the month like
Mhm,
I would say like Silver Beach does
mhm,
from the downtime
Mhm.
when the tourists are not here.
mhm.
Have you ever done anything like that?
Yeah, we were doing it.
You were doing
Mhm.
it?
Yeah,
I guess
we were
you,
doing
I guess
that.
you'd ever
Dude, we've done everything.
but do you
out there.
post it like
Oh,
they
yeah.
do?
Yeah, we were.
See, I never
We were
really-
doing all that stuff, and it just wasn't a giant draw, but also it gives people an idea of making unique pizzas on their own is why we liked it. We dialed a little bit of some of that kind of kitschy stuff back because I feel like we're being too gimmicky, unless we're
Ah.
refocusing on quality ingredients, properly made, consistency. A restaurant that's the hardest job, is being consistent.
It's okay. You're not St. Julian. They're gimmicky. They're getting really gimmicky now.
You didn't really say that, but
No, I can. It's okay.
it's
I have other.
Well, I'm guilty of
winemakers,
it too, and people then start to shop you on that.
Not
now
as
I'm
much as
bringing
them.
only the gimmicky people or only the sale price people.
Mhm.
So for us, we're trying to lean into just quality experience more than gimmicky sales or
Yeah.
whatever.
I will say this about St. Julian. I do love who they are and what they became, but I think they're trying too hard to be a gimmick now. Who else does that one pop?
Bomb pop.
Yeah, bomb pop.
Mhm.
No offense, that's the most nastiest wine I ever had in my life.
Saw the look on your face when you drank it.
It sat back here at full.
Mhm.
I couldn't drink it. I couldn't.
I
I
haven't actually tried it, but I mean, I can understand why they're doing it as a business owner because it's trying times, trying to find any sort of niche,
I
but
ha-
also that's just not a direction I want to go.
I know. I mean, but why do that to yourself with stuff? I mean, you can't. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, I have 2 bottles of wine that I'm now actually soaking Swedish fish in because they have a Swedish fish wine that I liked, but I had to tweak it because after a while it wasn't tasting right.
Lost its luster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm soaking Swedish fish in it right now. So let's see what happens.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, they have
We'll
Swedish
have
wine.
gummy worm vodka next.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
tequila, no tequila. That way the worm is.
No, don't change your
yeah.
tequila. Tequila was awesome.
Yeah.
I liked your tequila.
No, I don't know. I mean, I can't really comment on their business
Yeah, I
models.
know. I know, but
and I don't
it's
like
just-
to disparage,
Yeah.
but everyone's trying.
You're
I'll
very
say that
humble.
right
I
now.
like that. You're
Yeah.
very humble on who you are, and you still love everybody else's
Well,
wine
I
out
want
there.
us to all, again, this region success is we're all in it together, whether
Yeah.
you look at it or not. And
Right.
you know, the fact that we're a top dog, we get looked at like
Yeah, you are.
certain ways at times, but that's okay. You know, I don't care. I'm just going to continue to try to put the best products I can out there, and sky's the limit right
Yep.
now.
There you go.
I would ask my last question to be
Mhm.
this: besides your own wineries,
Mhm.
what one would you like? The top 2 wineries that you go to locally?
In this area,
Yeah,
in Michigan, or just there?
no, this area,
Um,
Southwest Michigan, all 38 of them.
yeah. Like whose wine do I like the most, or go
Yeah,
to?
or go to, or let's say
I
who
really
you
like
to taste.
well, they all kind of have, you know, different products that I
Yeah.
like from different places, honestly. I really like the ownership at Hickory Creek quite a bit. I like
Nice. No, that's
I like those guys over there.
I do
They're
too.
good. Stranger Wine's starting to do some nicer things too. Stranger Wine Company.
Where's
They're
that
doing the
at?
old Mattern Lake Winery.
Where's
They
that
kind
at?
of revamped that over in Buchanan. It's
Oh,
Mattern Lake Road. and
Yeah,
they're tiny
yeah.
niche.
They're a little- yeah, always forget about them.
Yeah, I like honestly, there's wines from all of my friends that I like. I don't like everything everyone makes, but I would say that I tend to lean towards those guys more. Obviously Free Run. I live next door to Free Run and I make their wine still, so I hate to, you know, use them, but
You like the atmosphere though.
yeah, I do.
I mean,
I do.
I'm really, it is really quaint atmosphere. It's small.
it's tiny, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably this and
Like
two
30,
more,
yeah.
just 2 more offices. That's how big the place is.
Mm.
Oh, wow. That is quaint.
It is the inside, but they have a huge outside.
Yeah.
And I love that part. That's the part I love. If it's not too hot outside,
Mhm.
it's beautiful to go outside and just sit there. It's peaceful. That's why it's always in my top 5.
Look at you, Joe, and you're all your glory and wine tasting and all that good stuff.
I love wine.
I
I've
know
been
you do.
drinking wine since I was 19.
I was going to say 2. I was like, wait a minute.
Well,
That was me.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I know a lot about wine, but I don't know all how to make it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
But you know your stuff
Yeah.
about wine.
I do. I
know
mean,
your
I
stuff.
try. I mean, that's if I want to
Well,
learn.
it's
how-
exciting.
It is.
Wine's exciting.
Yeah. This is why I just sit here and listen, because I know you know where you're. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to wine. So I'm learning. I'm going through the process of learning from you guys and listening to you guys.
I'd love to get you more wine tasting.
I'm not ready for it yet.
No, because you're not drinking yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you two for having me on today, of
Oh, thank
course,
you.
and
Scott.
Scott, your
Scott?
camera guy.
Scott, our camera guy, thank you for the support too of Southwest Michigan products, wines, Tabor Hill, Round Barn. Obviously, we have a lot of events,
Yeah.
you know, coming up.
Yeah.
New menu starting this coming weekend. Big things coming into Southwest Michigan with Tabor Hill and Moresch Hospitality. Obviously, my parents, my wife, my son, and my team. So, thank you.
There you go.
For
Joe?
me, actually, this is very intriguing because
He was ready for this show.
I
was excited.
was excited. I was excited because I love wine, and like James was saying, but I didn't know all the details on your side of the atmosphere and what does it take and how everything else that you go through. My thing is with this was intriguing.
Mhm.
And you do have, like I always post sometimes, a man with many hats. You have a family.
Mhm.
You have 2 or 3 big businesses that you run for them. And you keep your family name intact.
Mhm.
Is there we never did find out, is there a brother and sister that
You have an older brother.
older brother? Is he part of
He's
it?
back in it recently. He's working in distillery production again.
All right, so that part. And so it's a family owned
Mhm.
and family based company where now all that is happening. And once you decide you want to pack up, you can give it to your family and your kid, but do they really gonna want it?
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
But also, you know, that was one thing that my dad was awesome about. He was never really pushing either of us into it. It was always just like, it's here if you're interested. And, you know, he could see my passion right away, though. My dad, he's not a foolish person and knew, but also it wasn't like, you know,
You have to
push
do
it, push it. Same with my son. And it's make it your own. My dad's, he's, of course, has an opinion, but also is, you know, as he's retired and now I'm in the hot seat, so to speak, with the bank or whatever. But
Yeah.
as he's continues to support what I'm doing, he is make it yours, you know, make it your own now. And hopefully my son Milo someday, God willing, he'll want to do it too. And if not, that's okay as well. It's not for everyone. Running a business is no joke. I mean, being an entrepreneur is no joke. You are very committed. You work your ass off, and everybody, you know, thinks you're rich.
Yeah.
No.
You're so rich, you know, and that's a funny thing as a business owner that we always get labeled. But, you know, I'm hoping he wants to do it. He seems to want to. He's 6. Will he? Who knows? But ideally,
It's
he
still
does.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for you, I give you credit for everything that you do, and thank you for coming on. I still think sky the limit for you in a
Thanks, bud.
heartbeat because your passion, your feeling, and everything that you're thriving. And the funny thing is, what you can do with your own brand, stuff that you put on the back burner a long time ago, you can bring it back out like it's a brand new thing.
Yes.
And people will not know because, well, I hate to say this about them, half of them are gonna be dead, or they're
Jeez,
they're
Joe.
gonna forget what it was.
Oh, you can reimagine
And you can
things.
just you can just bring it back up out of the Phoenix and make it your own again. And, or you can revamp it and like what your dad did and what your grandfather did and everybody else did in your generation, bring it back up. Sky's the limit for you. I give you credit.
Thank you.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what else you're gonna do.
I love it.
James.
Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for enlightening me on some of the things that I didn't know about wine, about the business, how you brought 2 to 3 different businesses together and make them work simultaneously. It's I know it's probably a tough task, and stressful at times, and things of all that nature. But it seems like you know exactly what direction you want to go, and that's the most comforting thing that business owners don't get to experience.
It's tough, yeah.
So I am eager to try your new lineup on your menus, and come and try some of the experiences that you have out there, Tabor Hill, Round Barn, and you know, just get just to be able to experience some of this stuff that you're going to do up in the near future. So it's a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
I know 2 hours does go by fast.
It does.
Yeah,
slide right by,
I'm
man.
like, what am I going to talk about? Well, shit, we barely even covered anything. I feel like.
Exactly.
How is it?
What?
It's like sliding in
a warm bath.
That's right.
And you just slide right in.
Nice, easier in.
Ease in.
Oh my God.
It does sound weird.
I told you it sounds weird when he says it.
You made it sound weird. And I would just said it myself.
How you say it?
Did you already warn them about it?
I don't even do.
You warned them about what I was going to say. Then such an ass.
But I want to say.
Well, we do appreciate you joining us especially for our 200th show. So it's very much appreciated.
Happy to be here, guys.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Who's on Wednesday?
Wednesday is Christina Stewart.
Stewart.
Is that how you say it? Yeah, Starnart.
Stannard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
With her mocktails.
Oh, that's right. We've been waiting for her.
Yeah.
She's releasing those things finally.
Yeah, she's coming back for her second time.
Yep, second time. Yeah, it's second.
Now
time.
she's bringing her mocktails with her.
Yes, I can't wait to taste them.
Yep.
All right, guys. If you guys are watching any of our platforms, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for all our episodes that come out every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on the Third Eye Truth In podcast. This is episode 200. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us. We want to thank Matt Moresch for joining us as well. Guys, go check him out for his new menus that's coming out soon and all his new products that he's going to bring out in the near future. Guys, thanks so much for watching us. We appreciate you so much. We'll see you Wednesday. We're out of here.